Number one, like this whole myth of sort of leadership. A leader is nothing more than someone who has followers.
Hi, I'm Katie Matthews. Welcome back to another weekly executive series. Um, I have a couple questions for you today. Thanks again for meeting with me.
My pleasure, Katie. Let's do it.
All right, to start off, what separates people who eventually become leaders from those who stay in individual?
Well, I guess there's a couple things with that. Number one, like this whole myth of sort of leadership. A leader is nothing more than someone who has followers. That's really it. So whether you have a title or you don't have a title, if you want to be an individual contributor, like that's totally cool. Like I just met with a couple of cool, smart engineers just now before we started here. Happy to be individual contributors, love to be technical or subject matter experts. Totally cool. If that's what you want to be, that's what you want to pursue, awesome. For those who want to pursue a leadership track, it really is you just need to develop followers, either with the title or without. In order to do that, really what I found, especially in the age of AI, upon us, it's really about displaying those human attributes of being brilliant soloist, owning something from beginning to end and being responsible and accountable for it. Two, being a team player in a dynamic environment where your role can morph and change and grow as a result so that you can help the team deliver on its goal. Being able to solve complex business problems like critical thinking, the who, what, when, where, why, how questions, the why and the what if, like is really huge, is huge. From a communication standpoint, if you have the ability, especially now with like 100 different modes of communication and a variety of different people you need to communicate with, if you can communicate with them in an omni mode, like many modes, and channel, like depending upon who the person is, if you can communicate effectively with them, wow, that is like dynamite because now you can communicate goals, problems, issues, risks, and successes, frankly, and lessons learned. And then lastly, grit and determination that you can prove to yourself and to everybody that you can deliver in terms of time, cost, and quality. Wow, man, people see that. They will follow that. If you can then supercharge that with things like emotional intelligence and kind of understanding where people are coming from, and then apply it all with a level of minimal technical competency with the tools available to you, I would follow that in a minute, regardless of whether you had the title or not. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So, how could somebody build up that confidence in their career when they feel inexperienced?
So it's very fair question. It's less about experience. When you said it early in your career, everybody knows you don't have the experience. So two things. One, like we talked about before, go be bold and get out of your comfort zone. Go try something that's not your role. Go volunteer for that messy, sticky project that everybody's kind of shying away from. Go jump in. Just go jump in. So you'll gain a level of experience as a result of all the bumps and the bruises and the cuts and the sweat and the blood and all that you're going to shed for it. But guess what? You're going to emerge out the other side with a level of experience, lessons learned, and you're going to grow from that. That's number one. The second thing is, it's really about expertise. If you can develop a level of expertise, a strength, a go-to that people want, need, and can afford, wow, that's huge because why? People will come to you for it. So as a result, you gain experience from your expertise. So that means working hard outside of your comfort zone to go deliver on results in a variety of different ways. You gain experience and expertise. And frankly, you know what else? Confidence. And wow, does that go a long way.
So, when getting out of your comfort zone, how can curiosity help in the role and play in terms of your success?
It's the asking questions. There's two. Actually, I come back with the asking questions part. And that's true, especially early in your career. You can get away with a lot. So you can ask a lot of what and why if and how type questions and then truly think about it. Plus the tools that you have at your disposal, I mean, AI tools that we have at our disposal today, plus the more senior members you have at your disposal on the job can really kind of help grow that, if you will. And that goes a long way actually for you.
What is one leadership trait that is often overlooked but is very important?
Presence. I don't mean like gifts, I mean like presence. You're not a leader if you're not there for your team. You're just not. They will develop connective tissue around you and avoid you, just like you avoid them. You have to be present with your team. You need to understand the problems, the issues, the challenges that they're having. You need to understand like what's inside their head that motivates them, what gets them going. You have to almost be sacrosanct with like one-on-one meetings, even if it's like 15 minutes, 20 minutes. And the most valuable lesson with that is listen to them. Listen to what your team is telling you. Listen to what they're sharing with you at a one-on-one and a team level. The only way you can do that, Katie, is presence, whether that's face-to-face or it's 5,000 miles and 9 time zones away, picking up the phone and just saying, tell me what's going on. Tell me how you're doing. Tell me how the project is. What's the biggest risk? I heard about, and then let them talk and listen. So I would say presence and listening to your team. Without that, frankly, there's a lot of failure. Teams will drift. Even great teams will drift because they won't pay attention to the leader anymore. Remember I said before, a leader is nothing more than someone who has followers. Why would I follow somebody that I don't need and who doesn't pay attention to me?
Are there any more habits that the best executives that you worked for have in common?
They put the aforementioned team first. They put the team first. None of them are subject matter experts. They put their team first. They put the right team in place to be successful. They are present with that team. They show that they can stand and support their team. And they remove obstacles from their team so that the team can be successful. And when the team is successful, that leader, that executive, isn't on the stage with the team. They're in the seats cheering, probably from the back row. It's that. It's that. If you as an executive, what I've seen time and time again is the best teams are crafted. They're not put together. And they're crafted by the executive who does everything to put the team first. Last point that I'll make on that. Sometimes that's not even like healthy to do. But if you have a goal established with the right team that you've crafted, you remove those obstacles out of the way and let them be successful and you're present with them doing that, I would say those are the sort of common traits that I would see in the most successful executives.
Thank you. That's all I have for this week. Thanks for coming back again for another Q&A, and I'll see you next week.
Pleasure is mine, Katie. Thank you, and thank you, everybody. Appreciate it. Have a good one.